Peter Panagore. I work for First Radio Parish, Church of America, and my book is 2 Minutes for God. I used to be a preacher. I was a congregational minister for 18 years, pulpits in outside New Haven, Connecticut, and very rural Maine. Ministry in Maine is not for the faint of heart or for the weak-willed because it's a pretty wild place. Stories come from that. Stories come from my childhood. But it's always, always just about story, because stories, people have been telling stories to each other for, well, since people could talk. So my favorite story in the book is about well, he's not my favorite dog now, but he was my favorite dog when I was a kid. His name was Coco. It's a story of when he was on the beach. The tide goes way out in Cape Cod and the Bayside, and he would spend his entire day chasing seagulls. And the seagulls would let him run up to them, and then they'd fly, and then they'd land a little further off, and they'd wait for him, and they'd talk among themselves, and I swear they were laughing at him as they leaped up into the air as he ran by. But he had a blast all day long chasing these seagulls, and he would do it every day. And he never in 10 years caught a single one, but he was happiest in the pursuit of what he couldn't reach. Well, that particular story, the sacred meaning is in our spiritual lives. We never reach the depth of the divine. We can never grasp and hold on to who God is. It's about the practice of being in the presence of the divine. It's not about ever reaching the goal. It's about constantly, continually, day after day for a lifetime, pursuing that goal. The reference points in each of the stories and all the stories are all scripturally based. The stories aren't your typical stuff that you're going to catch in church on Sunday, although lots of preachers use them across the country for reference points, but they're for everybody. Well, the real target of the audience for the book, for the TV show, are for folks who have no spiritual base, or who had a spiritual base when they were growing up and rejected it or felt rejected by it, and yet their spirituality, their seekerhood, the thing that drives them on to God, has never left them. Some folks do send me stories. I have written up a few of the best ones that have come across my way. Right now I'm getting a lot of letters about people in distressed situations. I can't pay my heat bill, my husband lost his job, I've got cancer. It's a dark and difficult time globally, economically, and in times like that, I find it's when people are most ready to be open to the presence of God. Every single human being can have a direct experience of God in their life without words. And that's what the book aims to help you do, is find that peace, if only for a moment each day.